OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
Gear matters. Most of the time, more or less, regardless of what you do. Because we human and tools are inseparable. It's just human is so weak and pointless without stuffs. We have no choice but relying on it to live. But sometimes, because of that, we are controlled by what we created. That could be stuffs, ideas, and most of the time, money. The capitalism game. When it comes to camera gears, that happens a lot. Every time we make a decision, the bias, aka the collective consciousness, comes in your mind. And that shows you the illusion, which makes it difficult to see things clearly. So that's why I'm trying to show you guys the true version value of things, getting rid of the bias and what people say. However, even though I try to tell the truth on each video, the more I make videos, the more things get cloudy. And that possibly makes me, see things unclearly. So today, on the last video in 2022, let's be fresh and new again. So today, I'm going to pick 5 best cameras lenses of all I reviewed in 2022. 5 best cameras lenses that I truly thought really great and I recommend to you for 2023. So first one is, of course, the Sony FX30. I just love this camera. It changed my filmmaking so much better. Still, after making 2 videos about this, there are some people who think this is not good. But you know what? Just look at it. Really great image quality, 120 FPS, photo to 10-bit, which is really great flexibility for color grading. And I said this bunch of times, but this amazingly video specialized build quality. And those custom buttons, 2 recording buttons, tally light can make shooting much better and easier than other Sony Alpha series cameras. And especially, I am so addicted to this custom LUT. Also, it shoots 26 megapixel raw photo, which is a decent quality. Okay, yeah, I gotta admit that, A7IV, FX3, A7III, full frame cameras are better in low light than this camera. There is a obvious difference, but still this is $1,800. APS-C lenses are relatively cheaper than full frame lenses most of the time, and there are many great options. If you use those nice small aperture prime on FX30, you can cover its low light and bokeh weakness. Also, it gives you the amazing shot. By the way, currently I love this cinema lens from a 7 Artisans, Vision 35mm T1.05. This is so budget, but the quality is so rich, so nice. I'm gonna make a review of this soon in 2023, so stay tuned for that. So it can be easy and casual, run a gun, vlogging, setup on small compact APS-C lenses, but it can be a serious rig setup. Easily like this. So what I can say is this is not a usual APS-C cameras which we are familiar with, like a Alpha 6600 series or like a DV series. It's way better than them. Don't be fooled by the word APS-C. This is absolutely great budget video camera. I say this is the best option for studying content creation with low budget but with high quality in 2023. And next one was a little difficult to decide, but it's Sony A7IV and A7III. Okay, let me explain. So last time I compared FX30 and A7IV, but I just realized they are made for really different use. So it's so difficult to say which is better because both of them are great equally for each purpose. If you commit yourself to video, I think FX30 is the best option in that price range in 2023. But like I said in the last video, if you do video and photo 50-50 with the same amount of energy, A7IV is the best option. So yeah, I couldn't choose the one over the another, so I put them both in today's best 5. But if you do photo most of the times and video sometimes for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, A7III is still a great option. I compared A7IV and A7III before. Of course, there was a huge difference in video specs, functions, performance, but there wasn't that much in photo. Although it's less than FX30 and A7IV, it still can shoot good quality video. Like now, I'm shooting this on A7III and it looks good, right? So definitely you still can use this camera for social media use. Alright, so to sum up, FX30 for video and A7IV for both video and photo equally, and A7 III same for both video and photo, but less than A7IV in video, but in photo it's not that different from A7IV. Like it's just about the resolution difference, like a 33 megapixel and 24 megapixel, but you know, there isn't that much of a difference. Okay, so next let's talk about the lens, which is Sony 1635mm f4G lens. So Tamron 2240mm f2.8 did really great job against this lens, but eventually I recommend this lens. First of all, its build quality is insane. It's compact and light, but it got this zoom lever and 3 rings, aperture ring and switches. You can have pretty good control here on the lens. Suppose you shoot video more than photo, this lens gives you the really great shooting usability. Also, focal length 16 to 35mm, it's so versatile. Super wide 60mm to normal perspective 35mm. Even when you use it on FX30 APS-C camera, still you get 24mm to 52mm. Also, image quality is fantastic. Especially, I like this Sony genuine natural color. And because it's Sony genuine lens, you can have best possible autofocus and image stabilization performance. So, f4, not a problem. I mean, why do you need a shallow depth of field like f1.8 or f2.8 for wide angle? You're gonna shoot wide on this lens. So eventually you're using like a f4 or f8 to focus on like many things as much as possible. Even if you want a tight shot with a good bokeh, you can have that depending on the distance between the subject and the lens and the aperture. So for wide angle versatility, I recommend this Sony 1635mm f4G lens for 2023. So next, I suggest you to have some beast lens, which gives you the powerful image. For that, I recommend this Sony 50mm f1.2 G Master. Okay, hold on, I get it. I can hear you scream, too expensive, can't afford it. Don't worry, I have the alternative for you, but first let me explain why I recommend this lens. So what kind of shot does impress people in general most? The easiest way is this tight, shallow depth of field shot, aka cinematic shot. What was the best impression for this kind of a mirrorless camera when you started for the first time? For me, it was the incredible shot with a really melting good bokeh. I felt the biggest difference between the phone camera and legit camera in that. Yeah, this kind of shot is so effective for giving people a huge impact. Not only that, it's easier to make the shot have a certain world with a story. 50mm allows you to shoot the subject narrow and tight, and f1.2 allows you to separate the subject from the environment. No matter what you do, this type of review videos and traveling, vlogging, or even cooking videos, this 50mm 1.2 can be a good, strong spice for them. And particularly, I recommend G Master for that. It just has a perfect balance of sharpness and color. It's incredibly sharp, but there is also good softness, and color is so rich and deep. Those things make a whole image look perfect. But for the alternative, I recommend Sigma 50mm f1.4. It's the half off price of G Master, but it got 50mm and f1.4. You can have pretty much same image effect as G Master. Like 1.2 and 1.4 is not that different. It's just that Sigma is sometimes too crispy, too sharp, while a G Master has a perfect balance. And this could be both pros and cons, but Sigma has more like a neutral look. It looks flat compared to G Master. But its image quality and lens performance are really great as its price. Anyway, I recommend 50mm 1.2 or 1.4. You still can have a really strong, nice image with Sigma 50mm 1.4, but if you have like a budget enough, I really recommend this 50mm G Master. So at the last, let me introduce the best option for standard zoom lens. That is, don't be shocked, that is Tamron 28 to 75mm f2.8 G2. The whole Sigma empire that had been controlling me has just collapsed. But if you already have Sigma 24-70mm f2.8 ART like me, now I'm using it for this shot, I don't think it's that worth replacing it. But if you're buying a standard zoom lens now, I recommend this Tamron 28-75mm G2. So there are only two reasons why I recommend this Tamron over the long relationship lover Sigma 24-70mm. They are the weight and price. Tamron is lighter and cheaper, but I think there isn't that much of a difference in image quality. Well, specifically, there is. Like a Sigma is a little sharper and I like Sigma look slightly better than Tamron. But even though I give up those, I would choose a Tamron if I were about to buy one of those. Now I've been renting and using this lens for a couple of months and that just made me realize I changed my mind. Like, yeah, it gives me pretty much what I need and I can survive this content creation game with this lens. Although it's a very simple lens, it doesn't have autofocus, manual focus, switch, it just has this custom, button, just one button. But yeah, I can compromise it for the weight and price. So now I don't know what to do with that lens, Sigma 24-70mm ART. Maybe I can, replace it with Tamron if I can sell this by a good deal, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep you posted about that. But anyway, I recommend this Tamron 28-75mm G2 as the standard zoom lens for 2023. So those are 5 best cameras and lenses I recommend for 2023. Here it comes with but none of those are my personal best favorite gear in 2022. Don't get me wrong, absolutely they are my favorite, especially this FX30 and 50mm G Master. But there is one thing I love most, but also it's impossible to recommend to you. That is this Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. The life with this started a couple of months ago. I rented Pocket 4K for my project. Also, I used that one for those videos and I was shocked in a fantastic way. What the hell is this image? I totally fell in love with that camera's image. It shoots 4K 12-bit RAW by internal recording. Come on. This Blackmagic RAW is the best I've ever had. Nothing is like that, even Sony's 4.2 to 10-bit. Then next, I tried 6K. I rented 6K because you can use a Canon EF lenses for that, while Pocket 4K is micro four thirds. Then, once I tried it, I knew this was it. So I purchased Pocket 6K and its legendary lens Sigma 18-35mm f1.8. Come on, 18-35 f1.8. What a beast lens. 6K is so good to have, but not just because it's 6K. It's so useful when I crop the image at post. Even if you crop the image a little, it's still around 4K. And that Blackmagic RAW. So rich and juicy. Also, you can do 6K 50 FPS. The Blackmagic camera is relatively soft and warm look, not like a red crispy look. But when you combine this Blackmagic image and Sigma crispness, the image is on fire. You get plenty of detail and color to play with. Actually, this Blackmagic RAW was the biggest game changer in 2022 for me. Maybe you already noticed it, but my main YouTube camera is this 6K, for the B-roll shot, but it's just not for everybody. Like 6K is so cheap considering what it's capable of. 6K 50 FPS 12-bit RAW by around $2,000. But to run this camera seamlessly without a stress, you need an SSD. Well, you can use CFast card, but that's just ridiculously expensive. So SSD is a good budget choice. And external monitor, because this one is fixed. Also, you need an external battery like a V-mount battery or this Sony NPF series battery, because with original Canon LP battery, it just lasts about like 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes worse. And no continuous autofocus or image stabilization. So eventually it's gonna cost you a lot and it's gonna be this massive rig setup. So obviously I can't recommend this to you. to most of you. So don't worry, this is the last time I talk about Blackmagic 6K on this channel. Because my job is to help you guys for better filmmaking, photography experience, for better life. Make a review and comparison, to help your decision making. And to tell the truth, getting rid of the bias, ignoring the capitalism game. My mission is to deliver the true value of things. Sometimes I get cruel. I have to tell a thing, even if that is not something happy to hear. But most of the times, I just want you to have fun, with your camera, with your creativity, without being obsessed with gears and price tags and ideas. That's what I'm here for. So this camera is totally for myself. I just picked this up because it's just so much fun to make content with this camera. Because it's not easy to handle, I get the joy of the craft. It just gives me the feel, oh, I'm crafting. That's what I love about this camera. So just like that, I guess I won't talk about this camera ever again on this channel. But this will keep delivering the great images behind all of this without being noticed. But you don't have to care about that. You can forget about that camera completely. But what you have to care about is me, my words. In 2023, I will make this channel much bigger, much bigger. Of course, I will keep making Sony E-mount content as well, but I want to try new values. I want to expand my world bigger. And I gotta say this, I will achieve 10,000 subscribers in 2023. So I will fight. I will fight against what? But I will fight. I will, try a lot of new things, new lenses, new cameras, new, experiences. I will keep delivering messages to you, no matter what people say to me. So stick with me for a while, until the great, huge achievement. That day will come. Just follow me. You don't want to miss the great phenomenon in front of us. And for all of you who supported me, this channel, by watching, subscribing, comment, likes, anyways, all of you, I gotta say, yeah, let's be simple. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for for staying with me. For that, thank you. I think I gotta end this video soon because if you let me keep talking like this, I will keep talking forever, and I know that makes editing so hard. But yeah, let's be simple. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. 2023 is coming. I mean, by the time you watch this, it's 2023. I don't know. But now it's 2022. December 26th, Monday. But I'm done. I'm done with this year, 2022. My vision is for 2023. It's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be a great year for both of us. So yeah, I'm gonna end. So if you have any questions about this video, don't hesitate to leave the comment below. So today's topic is pretty much it, and thank you for watching this video until the end. And I'll see you in the next video, next year. Have a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Have a great rest of your 2022. So I will see you in the next video. See ya. Okay.